Hey listeners, Kyle aka Player 2 from Arcade Bros. You are enjoying another show from the Four-Eyed Radio Network, The Fern. For more shows, visit foureyedradio.com.
Hey there, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios, and this Four-Eyed Radio presentation is being proudly brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
Just start talking. Who gives a shit?
Kevin's wearing a lovely hue of orange today.
I know.
You can see me from anywhere.
Yeah, good.
What was that? What did you just do?
I was telling him that we're live.
Oh, okay.
We don't need a big intro because Stephen always gives us an intro on our show. And we have Stephen with us today from
Everything.
every other podcast on the
I'm pretty
network.
much the mascot, I guess, of the Four-Eyed Radio Network now. I have way too many shows.
You do. You're coming up with a show right now in the middle of the show.
Actually, I developed 3 shows on my way over here. So there was actually going to be driving home with Steve. There will only be 15 minutes because that's how long it takes me to get home from work. But it'll just be topics of just like, this guy doesn't know how to drive.
I kind of like that.
You like that?
Yeah, I do. I'm on board with that one.
I should call it a week driving with Steve, and I'll just record all those times I'm coming home from work, and then I'll just put them together for an hour-long podcast.
Yeah, some bullshit song that gets stuck in your head.
Oh no, I'll make up my own songs.
We could just pause it and turn the radio on, or
That's what I hate. My CD player decided to just stop working. It'll just start playing the CD, and then it'll be like, you know what, I'm done. Error.
It's tired.
I'm like, great. I'm sick of these depressing songs.
Even your CD player's just like, dude, cool it, bro.
Yeah.
Play something else. Just starts ejecting it over and over again.
Yeah, basically. And I'll even throw in like other CDs just to see which one we'll take.
CDs.
I know. Everyone else is like, it's called MP3 players now. Where are you? Were you like born in the Stone Age? Ugh.
So yeah, we got Stephen Mooney up in the studio today for the show. We know he's on Socially Awkward. We've been on his show for that. You're on the Idiot Section podcast. What else? Name all your stuff.
I'm on Arcade Bros. Long Box Cast is a new one. We just finally hit 10 episodes, so I guess now we're officially a podcast in the podcast world. That's what someone told me. So
10 episodes means you're officially
well, what
a podcast?
do they know?
Yeah.
You do every podcast.
I do every podcast.
So you probably could tell them.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I was just like, all right, I guess it's 10 episodes. But those 2 shows I do with my second oldest brother, Kyle. We just did a live show for the release of the new Titanfall game at Arcade Bros for GameStop. So that was fun. I got to yell at people. I got a woman who yelled at me for smoking.
Outside?
Yeah, so I'm smoking outside.
Or in her car?
It was in her car. Completely different evening, I'll tell you that. It would have been a completely different evening for me. Be like, why are you smoking? I'm like, we just had sex.
In her car.
She's like, no, we didn't. I'm like, I did. So she like comes over. She's like, could you put that out? And I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem. So I put out my cigarette, thinking like, oh, she probably has asthma. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm probably like a really nice guy, but then it pissed me off because after it happened, she leaves. Walking out, there's this guy smoking a pipe, but instead of giving him shit, she looks at me, like gives me this dirty look, like I'm the one that's like, hey, light up your pipe. She's coming. Like I signaled him or something. I was like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
That was a really interesting show. We think a car got stolen in front of us. Like
wow.
This guy jumps in a car and the car alarm's going off. So halfway through the live show, I'm like, we're going to take a little break until this is done. And the guy gets in the car, it's still going off, and he drives off with the car. I'm like, I think we just witnessed a carjacking.
Cool, dude. Way to promote your show. You get to play it in court now?
Yeah,
That's going to be awesome.
Your show's evidence.
Yeah, it's show evidence. So not only
Spread
those...
it to a different audience.
Yeah.
A captive audience.
We're really
from
big in the
jail.
prison system.
Yeah. Man, I love the Arcade Bros. They got car stealing shit. I don't know
Grand
why
Theft Auto
sound
live.
like Tracy Morgan, but...
But that's a game, Grand Theft Auto. So it was like a live.
It was like a live Grand Theft Auto. Except nobody stopped them because it was all like nerds out there going like, I won't do that. I saw a guy wearing a Green Lantern shirt. I'm like, do something! Use your ring! And he's just like, I don't have it. Left it at home.
So Grand Theft Auto gives you no real life training at all.
No, not really.
Can't you like pick up hookers and stuff in that game?
You can, and then you just kill them and get your money back.
Yeah, and I'm way better at doing it in person than on the video game.
Yeah, go play outside. I get that.
Yeah, that's what I tell the kids. I'm like, you've ever seen a real hooker, Dad? I got a couple of shallow graves I can show you kids on the Indian reservation. Mommy, this guy's talking to us again.
Oh, shit.
Let's see what else I got. And then I just finished doing the Star Wars podcast. We have no idea when that's going to be released. It's called A Jedi, a Sith, and an Ewok.
Oh, that's your page.
Yes.
Oh, I'm always liking it and sending pictures of it to my brother because he's obsessed with Star Wars.
Yeah, it's with my sister and a new guy that just joined the network, Clay, because he's a huge Star Wars fan. And then I got a Godzilla podcast that I'm working on, and then also the new Do You Even Brony Bro, which is a podcast for the My Little Pony people out there, which I'm just going to be trolling. Like, I have no, a desire to watch the show. I just want to make fun of these people and just go, why?
See, that makes me a little unhappy because I feel like I was forced to watch that show. And I feel like I could give you all of this infinite knowledge.
Why don't you just be my co-host then?
Okay.
You can just be the...
Maybe.
And then we'll just call you the... What is it? The guys are called bronies, to my knowledge, and the women are called Pegasisters.
That sounds terrible.
Yes.
It's a terrible show. I had to watch it.
That's what yeah.
My kids loved it.
And it's weird because I look at it because I do artwork, and I look at it go... It's a very beautiful looking show. The artwork's very cool, and stuff like that.
Sparkles, lots of rainbows.
You got a lot of good voice actors behind it, but I'm just all but it doesn't, it teaches you lessons at the end of the show. I'm like, if you don't know these lessons by the time you're our age, you're retarded. I'm sorry.
Well, we talked about this earlier, and I think the most important lesson that the Ponyville has to offer is there's no men in Ponyville, no boy horses, no stallions, no unicorns, nothing. So I don't know how there continues to be more ponies.
They must be asexual. Hermaphroditic.
Maybe they have eggs or something.
Maybe. Oh, maybe they're aliens.
Giraffe, maybe mix it with some
Maybe
Jurassic Park.
Maybe there are male ponies, and they bring them in, and it's like aliens, and the eggs hatch, and it just jumps on their faces like the facehuggers. Hopefully, I just didn't jump into a realm where you guys are like, I have no idea what you're talking about, nerd. I do have to call.
You could lose us so fast.
I do have to call Kevin out because apparently I'm gay. Because I listened to one of their shows. It's like, yeah, if you're a single guy with a cat, I'm sorry, you're gay.
That's right.
So I'm sitting there thinking about it. I go, you know what? I live with a hot female roommate who I'm not boning, and I own the cat. Gay.
And I own the cat.
First of all, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
And we do a weekly cat rant. I secretly want a cat that's so bad, but everyone in my house.
I got mad at my cat for once. He's usually pretty chill. He's like a stoner. He doesn't bother anybody real much. He just kind of eats and just hangs out. So it's like, all right. So it's not like I don't even have a cat. People see one, they're like, you have a cat?
Like you have Kevin.
Yeah.
But I'm not a stoner.
But this cat tried to...
I have all the tendencies, but I don't do it.
He jumped out of my apartment door. He finally made it to the outside one time. I'm like, what are you doing? So I literally had to yell at him like Eric Cartman from South Park going like, no, kitty, that's a bad kitty. No, kitty, that's a bad kitty. I was so mad at him.
So mad at him. I'm not gay. Yeah. I love your voices. You have great impressions.
Thank you. Hopefully they do well at Stand Up Live and I finally go up there.
Stand Up Scottsdale.
Either one.
Both.
You'll be live at
Steven's going to be on that showcase March 30th.
Oh, I am going to be on that.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't get back to me. I'm like, just tell me the time.
Oh, he didn't?
No, I was all like, he's like, yeah, you want to be on it? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then he's all, I'm like, just tell me the date and the time, and then I'll start promoting it. Didn't tell me, so I'll start promoting it.
I'll message him right now.
Because people are like, when are you going to be on? I'm like, I don't know.
Jesus
I might just
Christ.
show up.
Is that like when you go karaokeing drunk with your friends? You're like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then you don't realize they already signed you up. And you're like at the bar,
I've never done karaoke.
And you hear your name called, you're up. Like,
no,
what?
That's never happened to me. Of course, it'd make me do something like, sing about your cat, queer. Be like, thanks, Dad.
What song would you sing to your cat?
I don't sing to my cat. I always yell at him, though. He's so annoying. He's become so needy. His favorite thing to do is to break into my roommate's bedroom and steal her bikini bottoms. Like, he'll just run out and just leave it in the hallway because anything that has string on it, he'll just attack. Mm-hmm. And she got angry with him. She's like, I hid it somewhere. I'm like, dude, he knows how to jimmy open. Like, he's like fucking MacGyver. Like, when it comes to shit. He'll just, like, build shit just to get to things and then knock it over. But then he does stuff where I'm just like, I think you're retarded. So, I don't know. I think he's autistic, maybe.
Just cut the gluten out of his food. His cat food. Yeah. Extra gluten, I don't know. Kevin's dog's like MacGruber. He actually is retarded.
What?
I'm just kidding. You love your dog so much. My dog's retarded.
What? I was just sending a text message. All right, you're on.
I'm on.
There you go.
No, your dog is like a mount. Your dog, like, literally went between my legs right before we came out here or whatnot. I felt like I just wanted to ride it.
Yeah.
Just out into the streets.
If she was younger, you could. Like a pony.
You should take it to Comic-Con and put put some horse stuff on it, make it like a mount. You guys going to Comic-Con?
What?
No.
You guys should get your media passes. You can go in for free.
I don't know really what it is. Like, I
Okay.
kind of do through Family Guy, but I never got the full experience. I've never been.
Okay, Kevin, all you need to do is be like, yeah, I like Star Trek and Babylon 5. Like, you don't even have to know this. Just go up to random women and say that and just pretend you're interested. Dude, you're going to get some weird, crazy cosplay chicks just to have sex with, all right?
There you go.
All right, I'll go. I mean, whatever. Where is it? And when is it?
It's in June. We'll give you all the details.
Do we have it here?
Yeah, it's Phoenix Comic-Con.
Oh,
we're doing a
shit.
panel.
Really?
Yeah, Eric got us on for doing like Podcast for Dummies 101.
What?
And then hopefully next year we'll get like everybody can do a live show there.
No way.
Comics it is.
Looks like I'm way into Comic-Con.
Yeah, just be like, yeah, Spider-Man's cool, yeah.
Wait, Spider-Man is cool, though.
No, I like Spider-Man.
How the shit do you get a media pass?
Oh, dude, I'll send you guys give me your email addresses. I'll email you the thing over. You just fill it out. You can just be like, hey, we do a show on this network. Just put the website. You can get one.
Wow.
You don't have to pay it all 3 days. Of course, I'm like, everybody's going to listen and be like, I'm going to get free passes.
Yeah, that's the way we do it.
No, just us.
So,
Because I want to have sex with comic girls, too.
you do, yeah. You could get more boost on our pages, I'll tell you that
Stupid. I bring home Peter Griffin.
much. Oh, how you doing there? Holy crap, you're a dude.
You're good at those.
Thank you.
How many impressions do you have on your resume?
Last time I did it, I actually made a list on my phone. It was over 100.
Over 100?
Over 100.
Holy
Who
shit.
are you the best at?
There's I'll just run through a couple of them because I'm like, Shaggy and Scooby, of course, from Scooby-Doo. Like Zoinks, man! Like I'm not going into that house! Rouse! Like I'm so high, Scoob! Then we got Jimmy Stewart. It's a wonderful life, your money's not here. It's at Mr. Potter's house and that hooker I dated. We got, of course, Christopher Walken's is a segment I do, of course, on the Idiot section where I do the review of The Walking Dead, where I'll be like, the zombies, they're attacking. It's crazy. Coming at you. Teeth biting, just like my ex-wife. Ow! My brother's favorite is the Bill Cosby I do now at the end of like long box cast where he's like, you see, I was in Ghost Dad. It was a good film. And I ate the pudding and the pops, and I used to be friends with Dr. Huxtable. What else is there? Yeah, I get into it. Then there's also the Tracy Morgan, of course. I'm going to get you pregnant. Are you serious? Yeah, I always do that. I always get into the facial expressions, but yeah, Dana Carvey really got me into doing impersonations because I used to watch one of his stand-up specials, and then that's how I learned how to do like George Bush, and then moved on to George W. Bush and Bill Clinton and all that stuff. And then South Park was a huge influence because I could do like so many characters from that, which was just like ridiculous. But yeah, it just became like part of me. I was just like, all right, I'll just keep doing this. And then like some I didn't even know I could do, like Adam West just came out of nowhere. I'm just like, you see, old chum, we are going to slide down the bat pole. And that's not a euphemism. So, but yeah, I have way too many I can do.
Can you do any girls?
The only girl I have is like, oh my God, are you serious? And people are like, oh, that sounds like Tara Reid. I'm like, all right. I got Tara Reid in my
arsenal?
Arsenal, apparently.
Yeah, Nancy does a good one. She just plays a fucking moron.
Oh, dude, let's hear it.
Okay, here.
I always love it when people can do voices. Like,
I can't do any. I've tried to do a black man. I can do my mom, all right. That's about it. Yeah.
What did we do early on in the show?
You told
on
me
our
to.
episodes, we did
I did a black man sounding white. Or something.
yeah, something like that, where we yelled something out, and you had to do that impression no matter what the hell it was. It was the worst 2 minutes of podcasting ever. We couldn't do any of it. We're like, it'll be fun. It was horrendous. We got horrible reviews. I'm pretty sure people stopped listening. Yeah, completely.
That happens.
I lost friends. My parents didn't talk to me for 3 weeks. Normal.
Yeah, no, that's like my dad. My dad hated when I used to do impersonations. And
Of
then
him?
No, well, his was just like, shut up, boy. Even though he sounds Southern or something. And then he's like, but I'm from New York. This doesn't make sense. I would make fun of my mom. Every time we'd come over, we'd just go, hey, Mom, can we get some water? There's some coffee. Because she would always say like that. She's like, stop making fun of me. That's like my mom's impersonation. It's just this high pitch of.
I was going to say.
About it.
All right, so, Stephen, you're also a comedian. And I had this conversation last night at the comedy club with a few other comics.
Mm-hmm.
What is, in your mind, and Nancy, play along too,
Okay.
because you're of the comedy world.
I like role-playing.
What is the most controversial topic you think right now that you can talk about in a comedy club?
Oh, boy, that's a good question.
Thanks.
Let's see. Well, there was that just already passed, but there was that huge thing of like not serving people for the gays in Arizona, which everybody on the internet just like hated Arizona, and you just had to sit there and go like, we have nothing to do with
No
this.
one in Arizona thinks like that.
Yeah, that's what I hated. It's just like, so I just want to make up a rumor, be like, well, you know what? New York hates blacks. They're trying to pass a bill. One kid wants to stop slavery over there. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know, because gay marriage was a huge topic. Same with the marijuana stuff. But after everyone saw with Colorado how much money they brought in from taxes alone on that, I don't know. I'm trying to think. What I don't really talk about too much topical stuff.
Yeah. Well,
What about you?
the thing that they said, now, in my mind, in my opinion, is nothing's...
Off limits.
yeah, nothing's off limits.
Oh, okay.
You go into a comedy club, check yourself at the door. If something offends you, leave. But it shouldn't. You're at a comedy club. Everything's supposed to be a joke. Unless a comic goes up there and maliciously says something and doesn't have a point, then, yeah, you could be like, dude, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, okay.
But,
I
so...
watched Kevin explain what a vagina was to an old woman.
I did do that.
Oh, how
No,
good
no,
was
he
that?
explained what a
Did you have
cunt-
graphs?
She sat in the seat that you did.
Oh, did
at
she?
the last show, yeah.
He says cunt right out of the barrel because that's his favorite word is cunt.
Oh, I love cunt.
And there happens to be this old lady right there in the front. And he goes, oh, it's a vagina. Like, just right in her face. But I thought she
it's another word for vagina
she
and
did well.
a derogatory thing you call a woman.
Yes.
I thought she handled it well.
But in like England, it actually means it's like a hat.
Yeah,
And it's like
that's a good thing.
It's like an actual hat for the military. Like they actually use. Yeah, they wear like their
Really?
cunts. Yeah,
Yeah.
they call themselves like come on, you couple of cunts, let's go. You know.
So in England,
In England, yeah,
guys are cunts.
everybody's a cunt in England.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know our London fans go like, oh, that's all right, bloody bastard.
So, but in the conversation that we had last night was that rape is the most controversial thing to talk about, and you shouldn't joke about it, right?
Yes.
And then we started going around like, well, you can, but you have to come out as like the bad guy or the person in the joke. You need to make sure that it's not the woman, because if you say the woman is like at fault or this shit, then the audience will turn on you, and
Oh, yeah.
you shouldn't be saying that at a comedy club. Now, again, with me, say whatever the hell you want. I don't have a problem with it because I don't get offended by anything. But I'm not expecting everybody else to be like me. And we had this like stupid in-depth conversation for moron comics. Like, don't know what the hell we're talking about really, but I don't know. Like, is that off limits or no?
It depends on what you can do with it.
Because Tosh got murdered for it like
Yes.
a year ago.
Yes, and then he had it. But then what I love is everyone says he needs to apologize, and of course when it came out and apologized, it wasn't even like he was just apologizing to apologize. Like you know he didn't mean it. Like as soon as someone asks you to apologize, to me it just all your credibility just
You're a
goes.
comic. It's your job
Well, that's
to
what I'm
be
like.
controversial. So I don't understand how a comic could be at fault. It's like,
Yeah, you know, I do agree though, because I always try to spin things in that kind of way. Like I made a joke about a kid. It was a while ago. He committed suicide right in
that
front of
can
like a Kyrene like school. Like there was a tree or whatnot. So
Yeah, I remember that.
wasn't even like maybe a week, and I made the joke going like, you know, I got really angry. I was really depressed. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go kill myself. I found the perfect tree. I show up that day, and it was already taken. And people just looked at me like, how could you do? I'm like, the guy's dead. He's not going to hear it.
and hopefully there's no kids in the audience.
Yeah, that's the other thing. There's kids in the
shouldn't be.
audience. I mean, one show I did, it was for a cancer benefit, and I got up on stage and almost lit up a cigarette and go, oh, wait, we're trying to stop this. And then people, it's like, yeah, you're either going to be offended or you're not. Well, one of my first jokes when I was coming back, I was going like, so, yeah, I'm kind of depressed. I was just at this cunt's funeral. Oh, I'm sorry. I was at my mom's funeral.
I like those
She's
jokes.
English.
I love my mom.
And I say that, and people laugh. I even told my mom that. She laughed, and right after was like, that's not nice. I'm like, but you laugh first. Like, that's how I gauge my jokes. If someone just sits there and just gives you that stern look of, I'm offended.
Yeah.
You know? And then I said that to these girls that were on our podcast. I was like, do you girls like the C word? And they're like, no. I'm like, all right, then I'm not going to tell you this joke. Tell us the joke. So I say the joke. They're like, that's not funny. I'm like, well, you just told me you didn't like the word.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because
doesn't bother me.
like I wrote a joke that just says every girl I've ever been with has the same safe word, and it's rape. And so yeah, but that came up in the conversation. Then it's like, well, shit, I don't know if you could say that because people will get offended. So then it changed like from that into every girl I've ever been with doesn't have a safe word. They have a safe phrase. And it's, how the fuck did you get in my house? So we could like kept playing with it last night and trying to turn it around and did all this shit. And I just said the original one when I got up on stage.
That one's funny.
But-
Yeah, I like that.
I think it's
Got me to
funny,
laugh.
but I'm not offendable. Like, so I may
know,
be the
that's the
wrong
thing.
person to ask.
So I might just ditch the whole thing altogether because it's like, do I even want to stay on that topic and play it that way? Because
Yeah.
you don't know what reaction you're going to get.
And us hanging out is bad because you think that kind of talk is normal because I laugh at
Mm-hmm.
it. So then when you take yourself out in public, maybe you'll be frowned upon. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, it is true because you'll meet some, like, that's why my roommate, she doesn't care about the word cunt or whatnot. So I'll be like, Sammy, you're being a cunt sometimes, or
Yeah.
you're being a bitch. And she doesn't get offended
It's
by
just
that
a
because she knows.
stupid word.
Yeah, it's just a word. It's like, why are we giving so much power to this word
Yeah.
or whatnot? And then even
That's
my ex-girlfriend didn't have a problem with cunt. I was like, do you have a problem with the C word? She's like, no. I'm like, thank fucking cunt God. You know? And then it's like, but my ex-fiance, on the other hand, she's like, never say that word.
See, that's the way it didn't work out.
Well, yeah. So
No, it didn't work out for other reasons.
at that same show when I said cunt and then described it to the old woman on what it was, how did that even come? I think it came up when I said like girls react to someone saying cunt more than black people respond to somebody saying the N word. I said the C word because I didn't say the N word, so I said the C word to the N word. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no cunts have ever been slaves. Like, they've been complete bitches, but they've never been a slave. So what the fuck is your problem with the word? And I look, I don't know. Coming from me, it's so stupid because I really don't get offended. If somebody says something malicious,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. You're an idiot. Why would I take anything you say seriously if you're going to talk like that?
It's so weird because there's
and
so
mean
many
it?
things that have made full circle. Like you could say it in 1990 and now it's completely offensive. And it's, I don't know, it's weird. And
Yeah.
maybe in another 20 years, who knows what we won't be able to say. The list is getting longer of things I can't say than things I can say. So
Yeah.
I always
I'm
think it's funny.
offended by my words getting taken away from me.
I always think it's funny when people, like, they're trying not to be racist when they're describing somebody. And so they're like, oh, yeah, my friend, he's like, 6'2". You would know him when you get there. He's probably got like a red shirt on and he wears a hat. And you're like, dude, you just described like 19 dudes that are here. He's like, he's got dark hair. And I'm like, well, fuck, man. All right, he's black.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, dude, he's right here. Why didn't you say that from the beginning?
I do that to Eric all the time. I'm like, try to describe somebody without using that because Eric would just go right to, oh, he's black. Or he's Mexican.
Yeah.
Or he's that. But I always, just to fuck with Eric, I'm like.
Because he's Canadian now.
Yeah, he's Canadian. Oh,
So
sorry
he's
about
allowed
that.
to
He's
say
like the
that.
meanest Canadian I've known, though. He gets so angry at stuff.
Does he? There was a when I opened for Jen Kober, she said that where she's from in Louisiana, they call black people Canadians, and I've heard that before. And this other dude, another comic, is from Detroit, and he's like, Detroit's near Canada, and we fucking hate Canadians. So it was funny
Wow.
because he's black.
How does he hate
He was like
Canadians?
dark hair. I don't know. They just said they hated Canadians
All right.
from Detroit. But yeah, Canadians are usually
There's
white.
so different
Yeah.
kinds of Canadians, though.
Is there?
I think so. There's some that speak French, French Canadian. There's different
there's
kinds
two.
of Canada.
Yeah, there's-
so many.
There's so
many.
many.
Yeah.
Well, different accents, I guess. I don't know.
2.
3.
Whatever.
Because they have their Canadian accent.
Yeah.
The French-speaking ones, and
Okay.
the ones that talk like us.
Who's that?
I'm just kidding. I don't
Americans
know.
on vacation?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just kidding.
I know.
I'm
if
just
I ever
trying to
go up to
sound-
Canada, I'm just going to pretend I'm
trying to
Canadian.
sound
Oh, I hate
racist.
those Americans, eh?
Trying to create a new group of people I'm not allowed to talk about.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I put
Hey,
together.
Whoa.
What?
That was offensive.
No.
Yeah, 'cause I'm an
You're not allowed
atheist.
to talk about Jesus now.
Yeah, don't talk about Jesus. I don't believe in that fictional character.
Shit, I'm so sorry.
That's offensive to us that you talked about Jesus.
I don't really care.
That's a pet peeve of mine when people say, like when you say, oh, Jesus, or whatever you drop, like that's your stub your toe word or whatever. People go, don't bring Jesus into this. I think that's the most annoying thing to say ever.
Yeah.
Jesus had nothing to do with that.
Or my favorite, they're like, when they always try to hand you that pamphlet, they're like, have you found Jesus? I'm like, yeah, dude, he was on Mill the other night. I gave him $1. He's really jonesing for some beer.
He was hiding.
gave him
I
$1.
found him.
And I found him. But I didn't believe in some of his stuff he was saying. Talking to a dead frog was a little weird.
All right, so I put together a quiz
Okay.
for you guys. And Kevin gets to go first no matter what, because I'm positive he will get every single one wrong.
Wow, okay.
No, not in like a mean way. You'll probably know them all. So
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
not in a
we'd
mean way.
We'll give Stephen the second chance, because I think Kevin won't know any of them.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Let's-
Okay, it's a Star Wars quiz.
Oh, God, I'm awful.
He's like, Babylon 5, I've been totally down. But
Oh, well, before we start this, what's the nerdiest thing that you think you do know a lot about, Kev?
Sports.
Okay, good.
yeah, don't do sports on me. I'll be like, is that a team?
Okay, so maybe next time I'll put together a sports quiz for you.
Well, Tobler and Lil Mall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a sports fan, too.
Okay. All right, what is the name of the protocol droid who first approaches the two Jedi in the opening scene of Episode 1? Do you want the multiple? You know it, don't you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm like, what?
So now it's open for both of you to answer. So now,
like, when did you find these questions on the fucking
Okay.
Trivia Pursuit game?
Oh, shit, this is Star Trek.
and this
Yeah.
quiz I
Spock.
found that I put together was rated easy.
Fuck that.
All right, okay. So anyways, here's your options. Now, since there's options, you both get to go.
All right.
R2-D2,
That was my original guess from my instinct.
C-3PO, D4-T1, or TC-14.
Oh, shit. Now, I don't think R2-D2 is C-3PO. C-3PO came about later, right? Because
Yeah.
didn't Anakin Skywalker build him?
Yeah, if you want to go with that blasphemy storyline.
All right, whatever.
That's the only thing.
This is getting out of hand, dude. I just became a born-again virgin playing this goddamn game.
The lightsabers just came out.
You can use that at Comic-Con now. You can be, I'm a virgin.
See, your Schwartz is bigger than mine.
Oh, yeah. Was that Spaceballs?
That was Spaceballs.
Good movie.
That is.
I say C. DC-14, whatever.
You were right. It's actually TC-14.
Oh.
Well,
All right,
Okay.
cool.
I got it wrong, so.
1 for 1.
I was going to say D, so.
Okay, what is the name of the life forms that embody the Force?
Steven gets to go this time.
Oh, that's easy. It's metachlorians.
Good, I'm glad that you knew that because
Yeah,
I didn't know
that's
how
so
to say
easy.
that to give you
He
the
doesn't know
options.
Yeah,
metachlorines
just
or
fix
whatever.
glasses.
Here are your options: Ewoks, the Sith, or Wookiees, and then metachlorian. And I'm like, I hope he knows.
I
it,
would have
'cause
said
I don't
the
know how to
Sith.
say that.
I wish it was Ewoks.
Okay,
Like, I just got Ewoks blood all over me. You
Okay,
slaughtered an entire
we're going to talk about
family.
Ewoks in a minute.
Okay.
A whole section.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. True or false? The Republic is represented and holds power on the planet of Tatooine. True or false?
True.
Stephen?
I'm going to say false on that one.
It's false.
Damn it. That's where Queen Amadubla or whatever is from.
I'm a duplex.
She's a cunt. Okay.
Queen, I'm a duplex. Fucking Panda Manda Bear.
I'm a duplex. Okay. In the first trilogy, who is Wedge? Is he
You're up
Luke's
first.
uncle, the Emperor's servant, a fighter pilot for the rebels, or king of the Ewoks?
I want to say, I know what it is. I just wish it was King of the Ewoks, but it's going to be a fighter pilot.
It is. Do you know any of the fighter pilots?
Oh, like the Blue Angels?
Okay. No. Okay. What is Luke's aunt's name? Aunt Palu, Tima, Lana, or Baru?
Oh, shit.
Remember this scene when he's...
Vivian Banks.
No.
That's from the
Close.
Fresh Prince.
I knew that sounded familiar.
And D. Baruba.
Yes. Aunt Beru. Remember when the bad guys, the sand creatures,
sand
kill his
people.
wife or his aunt?
wife.
Whatever.
I just remember I'm
Totally
glowing just because he sits there going, I'm glowing! It's like, shut up!
Aunt Beru, because they're all dead.
That's right, yeah.
What does AT-AT stand for?
Shit.
Ammo-tipped army tanks, anti-terrorist attack techniques, all-terrain armored transport, or air transport attack troops.
I'm going to go with C.
All-terrain armored transport. So you were right.
Hey,
Stephen
wait,
was right.
Luke builds C-3PO.
No, Anakin does.
He does?
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Isn't Luke his uncle?
No,
But I
Luke's
thought
Not his
son.
father.
Was building him in the fourth
Oh, right. Okay.
one.
It's so confusing to me.
No, you come into episode 1, all of a sudden Anakin's like this little. I don't know, you can't even, I'm so outraged with those first 3 episodes. So then he's like, "Look, I built a robot." You're
And
like,
look,
"It's
I can fly a
C-3PO." And you're like,
plane.
"How does Vader not remember that shit?" When he's like, "Oh, didn't I build you?" No, you didn't, sir.
Okay. I was taking pictures of the computer screen, so these are like second generation screenshots. All right. What is Han Solo's home planet? Endor, Naboo, Akbar, or... Am I saying these wrong?
No, just Akbar is not even a planet. That's why I just laughed.
Or Coral... I don't
Neither is
know.
Nimbu.
Coralia.
All right.
I'm gonna say.
A. I say A.
You're gonna say A. I'm gonna say D.
Okay, the Akbar's D, and you said that's not even a planet. So.
Wait, no,
No,
Akbar was D.
Akbar was
I thought
C.
Akbar was C.
No, oh, maybe. Yeah,
Jesus.
you were, okay, so the one with the C, Coralia
Yeah,
is the answer.
Okay.
Oh.
And Akbar is that weird fish guy. Like, it's a trap.
With the brown face
Yeah,
and
the
the
brown
white
face.
outfit. Is he
He's
is
a
he black?
fish or something.
Is
yeah,
he black?
He's black. It's a trap. Everyone else on the ship was like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, Kevin, you might get this one.
Thank you.
No, maybe not. Where does Boba Fett supposedly die? Supposedly. Now,
I
is
don't know
it
who that is.
in the swamps of
Dagobah.
Dagobah? Thank you. Death Star 2, the Pit
Really
of
showing my nerd
Carcoon,
colors.
or Lars's homestead?
I'm going to have to go with A because Steven knew the name of the place without you even reading it.
Nope.
That's it.
Damn it. You
It
just
is
know
going to
it.
be the Sarlacc pit.
Pit of Carcoon.
The Pit of Carcoon.
Is that big thing with the
It said,
teeth
no,
and
it
stuff?
said supposedly.
Yeah, he supposedly died in
Right,
that. Yeah, it
quotes,
should've-
with
it
lots
should've
of air
been-
quotes. So then, rumor has it that Boba Fett miraculously escapes the treacherous
Yeah, Sarlacc pit.
Oh, okay, see, you got it. You're amazing, okay.
Yeah, it's really getting me laid with my Star Wars stuff. Just walk in and be like, "I got a lightsaber for you." She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go over here now."
But this
talking to
one's
me.
double-sided, the double-pronged lightsaber. Who's that one? The bad guy?
That's Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. Okay. Where does Queen Amidala live in Episode 1?
Oh, you know this. Come on, Panda Bear.
What are my choices? Is it Tatooine?
Tatooine.
Is
This
that
is so funny. I feel like I'm reading a different language.
is that where you get ink done?
Tatooine?
Tatooine?
I like that. I think that would be where all the
That'd be
bikers go.
Good name
the
for a
Hells
tattoo
Angels over
shop. I don't actually know this one,
That
and I
would be a good
forgot to take
tattoo
a picture
shop.
of the answer.
Oh, it's I believe it's Naboo.
Ah, damn it.
It's not one of the I think it's the Dune Sea, because I remember getting this one wrong, and that answer popped up. Because Naboo isn't on here.
Really? Okay.
Okay. What weapon does Lando use in Jabba's palace? And it's
I don't
it's
know
not
who
a
Lando is.
He's the black guy.
I'm okay. I'm seeing man.
Okay. Does
White guy
he
stole a
use
ship. He's all pissed about it.
a vibro axe, a lightsaber, a Colt 45,
Oh, I wish it was a Colt 45. That'd have been awesome.
or a blaster?
Blaster.
It's a
I'm gonna go with the axe one.
vibro axe.
Fuck.
I didn't know.
I'm actually
either.
really proud of myself for not knowing any of these.
And I used to watch Star Wars a lot. Okay. Who is the Imperial commander of the Death Star? Is it... I can't say any of these names. Do you know it, Stephen?
And
Oh. Grand Moff Tarkin, General Krix Madine, Admiral Piet, and Rune Hako. I said all those like a question.
I want to say, or do you want to go?
B.
No, it was A.
Ugh,
Grand
Jesus.
Moff. Okay, this is a terrible quiz, and it was rated easy, so
Yeah, for who? George Lucas?
these are not the droids I'm looking for.
Like, I
Yeah.
created this.
The writer.
Yeah.
What kind of droid is R2-D2? A IG-88, an interrogator droid, an astromech, or a 7-Jane droid?
I think he's an astronaut.
Duh. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, this quiz is killing you. There's 2 more.
Okay, I'm
When
getting these next
fleeing
2.
from
right
the
now.
Imperial ship.
Wait, start over?
When fleeing.
No, from question 1.
He's writing it down with his hand. Then his hand got all sweaty. Queen Pandish Man.
When fleeing from Imperial ships through an asteroid shower, where does Han Solo hide his ship?
What are my choices?
Space Slug,
No.
Bespin,
No.
Echo Base,
No.
Jundland Wastes,
Echo Base.
I'm going to say the Jundo's waist.
Space Slug.
Damn it.
Guys, can't take you 2 anywhere.
Yeah, no, you
Okay.
can't take me anywhere because I'm
What?
failing a Star Wars
Oh, actually, this
quiz.
one.
I can't even say it.
This question is for you.
Oh, good.
What becomes of Yoda after the rise of evil from Darth Vader? Does he become a hermit, train Han Solo, start a family, or turn to the dark side?
He
Pussy, I get.
Does he train Han Solo? I don't remember him doing that.
He becomes a hermit.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
And you know what? He
Stupid.
actually, what planet he becomes a hermit on? Dagobah.
What?
The one that you guessed.
America?
America.
Okay, Cav, you might know this one. Who is the actor
I thought
named to
2
play
questions.
Anakin? Ian I don't fucking care.
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen.
That's right. You
Everyone
both
knows that
win.
because he was such a bad actor.
Your prize is you don't have to play any more Star Wars quiz.
Thank you. Holy shit.
Okay, so after all those Star Wars, or maybe in between some of them, when I was a kid, I remember a movie came out called Ewok Village.
Yes,
maybe,
there was
that
2 of them.
We watched a lot, and I remember maybe Luke made an appearance, and there was like Ewok song. Maybe that was the end of maybe.
I think that was the end
End of
of
the
Jedi.
Empire.
There was 2 spin-off movies of Ewoks where it was like completely different characters, but the one Widget, I think his name is.
Okay, that was my question. What was the Ewok's name? There was Widget, and do you know any of the Ewok's names?
I know.
I think it was Widget and Fuckface.
That's right. You got it
Then
right.
yeah, I do. I know 2 of them.
Okay, so there it
I had
is.
no idea that
Star
my friend
Wars.
Carl was in that movie. I don't have a friend named Carl. He'd be like 68 years old.
When I played Fuckface in the Ewok movies, it was great. I got pussy every night.
Ewok pussy.
I was telling everybody I'm a fucking Ewok.
Hey, shit, I forgot to say this. This isn't on subject at all. I just looked at my phone.
No, please get us
From
off
last
subject.
week. There was I drive around and stuff to like get places. And
It's called travel.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a bumper sticker on the back of this car where, like, all bumper stickers are pretty stupid, but this one made me laugh because I hate the person in front of me. They were driving like an asshole. And the sticker on the back of the car said, "I bark for Barack." And it was a picture of a dog, and the dog was black. And I'm like, I've been pretty racial in this episode already, so I figured why not bring it in? But what kind of, I don't give a shit that your dog voted for Barack Obama.
First off, I want to know how that happened.
It happens. Trust
I
me.
just want to know what the dog went in. Did no one really ID'd the dog? They just
I
checked the
barked
tags
for
as it came
Barack.
through?
Then I looked at my dogs. I'm like, who are you behind? Whose policies are now you behind? Because I might not like you guys anymore. I'm so non-political. I can't even
They
make
might
this shit
be
up
covered
correctly.
under your
It's so terrible.
Insurance.
I just want to let everyone know that the dogs can vote for me, but the cats can go fuck themselves.
Just the gay cats.
Oh, Baraka out.
Did you see Barack on Between Two Ferns?
Yes, that was
I
so
have not watched that
funny.
yet. I heard
No,
it was good.
pretty good.
He did good. Zach,
Yeah, he did do good.
How do you say
Zach
Zalafin?
Galifianakis.
Say it again.
Zach Galifianakis.
Galifianakis?
Galifianakis. He was checking his watch
Yeah.
while the president was talking to him.
Dude, it was so funny.
It
It was
was
pretty
good.
good. Those are all really funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like those. I forgot about that show. I want ferns in our show. We just have
Just
one.
have a segment between one fern.
Between one fern. Oh, I saw Anchorman 2 and it was terrible.
Okay.
I've heard that.
It was awful. I thought it would. I expected it to be awful, but I thought it'd at least be like funny.
Did you see the unrated version?
I mean, it'd probably just be awful with more bad words, maybe.
I just remember they re-released in the theater for like a
Oh.
week. They're like, oh, it's
Oh,
the unrated
really?
version. I'm like, I
Because
don't
the
think-
regular version was so bad.
Okay, I don't know. The last movie I saw was RoboCop. So
RoboCop
yeah, the remake.
in the movie theater.
Yeah. No, I just beat up a homeless guy, you know. Pinned him to my wall, got a projector on, be like, watching RoboCop on your back! He's like, please.
Wait, well, who was... What? I wish I knew. I'm so... Okay, I saw the Lego movie the last time I went to the movie
I want to
theater.
see that. Everyone's been raving about that.
Actually pretty good. There was some adult humor.
I haven't seen it yet.
You should
Braden
see it.
has, I haven't.
You guys would like it.
All right.
You
I
would
mean, I
like
plan
it.
on it. I just...
There was ponies in it. My Little Pony Lego? Unikitty. There was a Unikitty.
What?
I don't...
It was really funny.
All right.
I like how she tries to sell some ponies. Well, Steve, you're gay, so they got ponies in it. And I think they
love
do a
it.
glitter bomb. I don't know.
A glitter bomb. No, there was a Unikitty, but I think she was like representing my
Oh, okay.
ponies. I'm not sure. I didn't want to see it. It's fucking spring break.
Okay, if you're going to be on that show, you got to know your facts. No.
Okay, I don't know anything about Legos, but
Oh, Legos, I meant ponies. But
oh, see, I only know their names.
That's all right. That's more than I know.
Yeah, and
Just
you're
like
going to
the
do
one
a
with the
whole
tramp
show
stamp.
about it, so.
That's
Oh,
what I call them now.
what, tramp stamp?
Yeah, it's called something else from like tramp stamps. Like, is that what the ponies get on their butts now, is the tramp stamps?
They have them. It's like their logo or whatever they
Yeah,
are. They have a
their
picture of it
brand.
on their butt. So I guess it is a tramp stamp.
Yeah.
Do you know any guys with tramp stamps?
Yeah.
I
Do
know
you?
a
Yeah.
guy with a tramp stamp.
One that... And he has a lot of sexual intercourse with women.
And he has a tramp stamp.
Yeah.
That they know about, the women? Maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe not till afterwards.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, where's my whistle? Where?
It actually... It comes out that it looks like a smiley face on his back. Because he's got two on... He's got one on each shoulder blade.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one tramp stamp on the lower back.
Okay.
Okay, I don't get it.
Yeah, you'll
Well, the
see it
important part
eventually.
is getting laid. So.
That's true. That's true. Okay, you did Topic Tuesday the other day.
Yeah.
And did you like my roller derby topic?
Sure. Did
You
you like
didn't.
my roller derby joke?
Obviously, I hit like.
I don't know. I don't give a shit what the topics are. People throw topics, random ones out all the time.
Okay. So no roller derby for you then.
Why?
Is that a women's
I mean, what do you want me to say?
Is it a
Roller
sport?
I thought so. It's only for women, though.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, like I don't see a guy's roller. I think we have hockey.
Yeah, we call it hockey.
Oh, okay. So it
No
is
offense
just
to
girls.
anybody who's into roller derby, though. I'm just saying I think that would be like the only thing I could.
Every time I meet someone who's into roller derby, they're always girls, I guess, but they're always just kind of like, they kind of want to talk about roller derby as much as like CrossFit people like to talk about CrossFit. Like it's,
Oh, okay.
even when they're not doing roller derby, they're still doing roller derby.
Okay.
They're just like always
Okay.
doing it.
Eric from Socially Awkward
Okay.
wrote his topic for this week he wanted me to write a joke about was tigers.
Did
Okay.
you write one?
Yeah, I said the only cat that I trust is a tiger. House cats and shit will always surprise you out of nowhere and either attack you or cuddle with you. They're too unstable.
Well,
But a tiger you can trust because that will fucking attack you at any time.
well, it's constant. And Steven's cat steals, so I don't trust your cat.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a bandit.
Yours was yours was roller derby, douche.
That offends me.
There's a saying, what?
Douche.
Calling you a douche?
Not really.
There's a saying that goes, the hardest thing about rollerblading is telling your parents that you're gay. The hardest part about roller derby is being too obvious.
I thought that was great. I know, you do good with I like Topic Tuesday.
And then Cassie put one on here for remote controls. And my joke was, before losing your cell phone, losing your remote control was the thing that gave you the most anxiety.
That's true. Actually, I flipped up 2 pieces of my couch last night looking for my remote control for my Apple TV.
Yeah.
These little tiny things, I can't fucking find them. I use it every night. It's literally like the size of my thumb, so of course it gets lost all the time. I hate it.
That's great. That's a great story. Can you wake up the whole audience when you're done?
Happy birthday, Eric, by the way.
Oh,
Did
shit.
you tell
Yeah,
your
happy
friend
birthday.
Yeah,
happy
Eric.
birthday?
Yeah, he's not my friend. It's more of an, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
He's a work friend.
Canadian counterpart.
Just get along there.
Yeah, basically, I just brought him in because we needed some diversity on the show. And,
He didn't want to sound racist.
yeah,
Having Matt on there wasn't enough. You had to bring a Canadian on there.
yeah, I
too.
needed a Canadian.
Yeah.
Matt and I want to do our morning show, Moon and Fro in the morning.
Moon and Fro.
When would you record it?
Well, it was basically if the network were to become like a sustainable business where everyone would get paid for what they do and it becomes a full-time job, then Matt and I would just do a morning show, like a live morning show. But we just talk like, hey, this is coming up in the 4.5 hour. We got traffic on the way. How's that coffee treating you, Matt? We just talk like that.
Those guys are the worst,
I know.
dude.
That's what
They're the worst. Because they do that shit, and then once they go off air, they're like, "So, man, how's it going? Is it cool? We doing all right?" And you're like, "What the fuck just happened to you?" Transformed. You walk in the studio, and they're like, "Hey, man, thanks for coming in. This will be cool. We're gonna talk about this, whatever." And then they're like, we're on air. Welcome back to the show. It's like, what the fuck? Who is this guy?
I always listen to morning shows. I don't know
They're
why.
the
I don't do it on
worst.
purpose, but it'll be like a half an hour later. I'm still in the car going somewhere, and the morning show's on.
Except for O and A, I fucking hate them all.
The only one that I like out here is Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
I don't like that guy for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I do not know why. I just don't. I don't like him yet. Trying to.
I think he's funny though, but
Everybody does. The show's real popular, but yeah,
What's
I
it
can't
called?
get behind it.
it's Holmberg's Morning Sickness on 98 KPD. It's just their morning show.
Oh, okay. No, I have listened to that guy. I think he is funny.
A lot of people do.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, that's right. You don't have to. You don't have to like everything.
Oh yeah,
it's
no.
probably
I'm not
jealous.
gonna be like Eric. Be like, what the? What?
Throw the table over.
Fucking table. And flip it.
Did he flip a table over?
No, but he gets like Hulk angry, where he's just like, I'm ready for him to just punch a hole in my wall. I'm like, you need to pay for that, Canadian, and not with real money.
Well, their currency's higher, so that couldn't.
Well, no,
be
I want him to
terrible.
pay with real American money, not the monopoly money.
Oh, I got some real money from Zimbabwe the other day.
Zimbabwe.
$500 trillion or
Bitcoins.
$5 trillion. I can't remember. It's tons of money. There's trillions in there, but it's one crisp dollar. It's a real piece of money. Bitcoins.
Can you
yes.
take it to the bank and get it cashed out? Or?
It's probably not worth $1.
Oh.
I'd probably owe the bank money for the
Yeah, right.
handling fee. I'd probably be negative.
Oh, so you're from Zimbabwe, eh? Well, yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
how they sound.
I would probably owe them money.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not going to do it yet.
So go to Zimbabwe then.
But I have heard that at one time their currency was a lot higher. So somebody gave me 5 trillion or 500, I don't know. A trillion, that's, I'll be
Anytime
set.
you can throw a trillion
If
into money,
anything happens
you think you're doing all
to
right.
that dollar, anything at all, like in the upward way, I'll be good.
Are you going to play the NCAA tournament bracket for Warren Buffett's $1 billion?
Yep.
Your face was so blank stared while I was describing that.
Because NCAA sounds like sports. Is it sports?
It
No.
sounds like college.
Warren Buffett
Sounds like
is
college.
definitely not sports.
No,
Anytime
but
you ask me if I'm playing anything, I'm always scared you're going to ask me it's something about sports. So
yeah, this is sports related.
Blank slate.
But he's given if somebody gets a perfect bracket, so they pick every winner for all the games, you get $1 billion.
Oh yeah, I'll pick that.
Yeah, I'm sure
I'll
you
win
will.
all of them too because
Yeah.
I know nothing.
That's
it'll be,
true, it
there
is.
will be no decisions
It's totally
to block
those people.
anything.
And then she'll be the one that wins.
Yeah.
Since I know nothing at all about it.
Yeah.
She's like, and I traded in for Zimbabwe money. So I'm really moving up.
I figured a
I lost
trillion
it
was
all
better
in
than $1 billion.
Double or nothing free throw
Zimbabwe
shot.
money. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I know this is such old news, but did you guys hear about the guy who found all that money in his yard?
No.
What?
Oh, he found
Where?
like millions of dollars in California. The California couple,
What?
they were in their backyard and they found all these coins. It was like $10 million or maybe more. I don't know. Lots of millions of dollars.
Like buried in there?
Buried in their own backyard.
Do they have like a metal detector or?
They were walking their dog and they just moved something. It just looked different. I can't remember. And
They knocked over like what, a cash register? Like
Yeah.
It wasn't a bunch of ATMs.
guy was playing the
were
slots back there or
stolen.
something.
No, it was maybe 100 and 200 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Coins.
Damn.
Worth $10 million or something.
Holy
And
shit.
it's been news because they have to pay taxes on it. Oh my God. Well, you didn't have $10 million yesterday. Now you do. And everyone's so upset because they're being forced to pay taxes on
Yeah,
it.
whatever. I'll still pay the taxes
Yeah,
on
well,
it.
Yeah, I'd keep my $10 million and
Yeah.
give you, but at least
Dude.
less than half of it.
Yeah.
That's
Give me
so much
$5
better.
million. All right.
Yeah, but I think
I
it
didn't
was
have that
even
shit
a lot
before.
more than that.
Yeah,
But it was all in gold coins.
Oh,
so-
wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, in their own backyard.
Could you imagine if you had that house before and you sold it?
Oh, I'd be
You're
so
like,
mad.
fuck, dude, this whole time
Yeah.
we couldn't afford this home.
They probably lost
know what?
it.
I'm
They probably
going
went
Yeah,
to
it probably was
foreclosure.
foreclosure.
Yeah. I'm going to go home right after this. I'm digging up my entire yard.
That's what I was hoping you would get out of this story.
Or if I was the people who owned the house beforehand, found this out, I would literally just show up at their door dressed as pirates, being, "Yard, we left some balloons back there. We need the money back."
Gold doubloons.
I was like, "Fucking pirates!
Do you have pirates? They steal
They
everything.
show up out of nowhere."
Who's the pirate on SpongeBob?
No idea. I don't watch SpongeBob.
You just
Neither.
don't watch SpongeBob?
No.
All the cartoons you talk about, you don't watch SpongeBob.
To be honest, I hate that show with a
I
passion.
think it's so funny.
I think it's the dumbest show that I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
entire
Braden
life.
doesn't like it.
No?
No.
Because when it came out, I was in high school, and there was 2 shows that were in high school. One was called Invader Zim, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was by John Vasquin, who does these comics called like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and like all these like somebody read these comics that were for adults. Were like, "Could you make a kids cartoon show?" He was like, "Okay." And then there was SpongeBob, and everybody at my school was like, "SpongeBob's so funny, you would love SpongeBob." I'm like, SpongeBob makes me lose brain cells. When I
I
watch
didn't
this
like
thing.
it as a kid when it actually came out, but now that I have to watch it, it's better than a lot of the shit on TV that my kids like to watch. So I guess I don't really like it, but I appreciate it more than some things. Okay, so speaking of treasures, one of my old neighbors was getting rid of stuff, and he asked me, he has this end table, and he's like, "Please take it. It's worth money. I paid a lot of money for it. Now it's an antique, and I don't want to sell it, but I don't want it anymore, so take it." And I was like, "I don't want it because I have enough shit." So anyways, he gave it to me, and he's like, "I don't care. I don't want to get rid of it." So I looked it up, and it's worth a lot of money.
Really?
It's an actual antique table that's worth a lot of money.
How much?
I don't know, like $1,000 for some little
Where
table.
is it?
It's in my garage,
All right, cool.
which is constantly left open.
Yeah.
Antique Roadshow.
I don't think I'd be upset if it disappeared because it's huge. But wait, what do you do?
Was it that black thing?
No, it's brown.
Oh.
It doesn't look like anything special at all.
Huh.
So I have an antique.
I wonder how much I can get for my grandma. She's an antique.
She's a relic.
She's a relic.
But yeah, so now I have this table.
Well,
I
that's
think I need
cool,
to
man.
sell.
Thank that old guy
Yeah, so
for
when
giving
he
you $1,000.
yeah keeps on,
How do you look that up?
on eBay.
What?
There's a brand and a serial number and all the stuff on the table, and it's in perfect condition. So now it's in my garage, probably getting abused.
So it's probably worth even more than that if it's on eBay.
Oh, maybe.
Right?
Yeah, because people will bid on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah,
I have
probably
I would
worth
say-
$1 billion.
I would say when the Antique Roadshow comes by, you take that to them, get a price, and then you put that as the price, and then people
Yeah.
can bid on it.
I used to watch that show.
Really?
Yeah. But guess what?
Because
I
your
don't-
name's Nancy, you have to feel like you're that old?
Yep. I don't just sound old. I act old as shit. So my show's back on. I'm so happy. Naked and Afraid is
Oh,
back.
yeah, I was going to bring that up.
So excited.
It's on Sunday when this comes out, right?
Yes. Did you see? There's already one episode out. Have you seen it?
Oh, no.
I
It
saw
said it started on the 16th.
Okay, well, I don't think this is last season. I think it's this season. So I won't, just in case I got some kind of weird
So what
Spoiler.
is this?
Naked and Afraid. You haven't seen it?
Never even heard of it.
No, oh, Nancy, go.
It's the best show. Okay, so it's on Discovery Channel. It's 2 people get put on a different location. There's been islands, swamps, whatever.
Okay.
The one I just watched was an island. So you go out there for 21 days, a man and a woman, and you're naked. No shoes, no food, nothing. You get to bring one item. What did we decide our items were going to be? I can't remember. Like a box of wine and podcast equipment.
Yeah, that was-
And a really long extension cord.
But typically, like, people bring a machete or
Yeah.
it's like Dual Survivor, but they all just bitch at each other because it's a
Okay.
man and a woman. And there's the camera crew.
Okay.
But they're not allowed to intervene or help at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, you can't do
They've had
anything.
some tap out
It's so
moments. Some
uncomfortable.
people get like
Oh, I
watch.
bet.
sick and drink the water. Don't ever fucking drink the water. You have to boil it first or whatever.
Yeah.
But, so it's back, and it's the best show ever. It's good. I like
Okay,
it.
okay.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. And so this season, it looks like maybe they picked the characters a little more carefully. Like they're all really good looking and they're all already in shape before they go on the show. Where last season, everyone was losing like an average of 15 to 20 pounds and, you know,
Maybe
really.
I should just do that for be like, fuck Weight Watchers.
It's so funny,
Yeah,
though. Like,
I
I've
thought
only
about
seen
it.
one or two.
Hate
And the
bugs.
first thing they do, they meet each other, they're naked.
Yeah.
And then they just get loincloths like as quick as possible to cover themselves up. And I'm like, you just seen it. Like, what does it matter anymore? You know?
Right. In a couple days, it takes just days for them to hate each other so much. They start out the show, they're positive. This is going to be an adventure.
Yeah.
I like to camp. I like to travel. And then they're just crying and hating. I love it.
Reality TV.
That is actually reality TV.
I don't know, but like MTV, I get hooked into that stuff, like the reality shows on MTV, because I just watch mindless. You don't need a brain to watch this kind of like stuff on TV. And I'm watching a lot of the shows, and I'm like, there's a reason why they cast younger people, like between the ages of 16 and 23, because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
If you put like the real world and it was people that are like 30, they'd be like, there would never be any fights.
Oh yeah.
No.
Like-
I'd just be in my room. I'd go to bed
Yeah,
early.
you would
Sleep
never
in.
really go out except for like one night a week. You'd recover the next two.
Yeah.
Everyone just be recovering. Hey, I got the Gatorade, and then we'll order some pizza later. Oh, yeah, that sounds great.
sounds
Like
good.
there'd be no drama at all. There's this new show. Well, it's almost over, I guess, but it's called Are You the One? 10 guys and 10 girls are in a house, and you have to find your perfect match. And if all 10 find their perfect match, then they win $50,000 each. They make it so, you win $1 million,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you split it.
Yeah.
It's $50,000 each. Then you get taxed, so you come away with like
Oh, my.
$28,000.
Yeah. Get some of that.
But they're
Broadway
so
money.
stupid. They're so stupid because the way every week you like pick your match, and then they don't tell you who is a match. Well, there's one way they do that, but I'm not going to completely get into it. Either way, bottom line, they show like beams of light, and there's 10. So they by the beams of light to tell you how many are right. And there's like 5 or 6. The last one was 7. But like they yell at each other, they get mad. They're like, "No, I fucking have feelings for this person," and blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. If you want the money, just process of elimination.
Yeah.
Like adults, 30 years old, 35 would be like, all right, no feelings. Let's just match this shit up.
Yeah.
And this is how we'll do it, and we'll come out here with $50,000 each within like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But these people are like, no, I fucking like this person.
Yeah.
But it gets proven like at certain points if you're not a match.
Yeah.
But they still won't separate from each other. It's like, you're not a match. You know for a fact. You fucking morons. These stupid MTV shows, they can never get into...
Well,
but then
one-
again, Bravo's all adults and they're fucking idiots. So maybe I'm wrong.
No, it all depends, I guess, on if it's MTV, they're idiots. But see, if they switched it though, if the 16-year-olds were on Bravo, they'd be fine.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
would watch a show full of 16-year-olds.
I'm not allowed legally.
The state doesn't have to know.
But MTV will pound... So they have no TVs in any of their shit. But... they pound them with alcohol all day long. Like, they run out of food in the houses. MTV doesn't give a shit.
Oh,
there
yeah.
will never not be alcohol available to them. They get into any club they want, and it's free drinks to them. Anybody they know, it's like, how can we get these people to fucking hate each other
Yeah,
quickly?
hate each other.
Well, most bad things happen when you're drunk, so
That's
let's
true.
keep them drunk all the time. How ethically irresponsible is MTV?
I like it. I think
Yeah,
it's
I'm trying to
great.
get on 3 of their shows.
You big
I
brother.
actually had an
Big
idea.
Papa.
I had an idea for a show for MTV was to see how fast I could get fired from jobs. So it'd be like an easier. I'd literally call the show 30 minutes or less. Basically, how fast can I get fired from a job? So
That'd be
it's like- It'd be
awesome.
like a pizza delivery job, and I go, okay, simple thing to do. What do? I get a stock car. And just start plowing through lights, get to the guy's house, do donuts on his lawn, or like that, eat half the pizza, just random, just every job to see what
That would be the best.
just what I could do to get fired.
You know what would disappoint you so badly is how hard it would be for you to get one of those jobs to get fired from.
That's the thing, they wouldn't
The
know.
whole process.
Because the whole thing would be
They're
great.
like,
'Cause-
you're sorry, we didn't hire you. Like,
well, it'd be great though because every one of my resumes would fit that job
Oh, right,
perfectly.
that's
They'd
part
be like,
of it.
okay,
Okay.
and then they could call
So
up.
getting
and
the job is a shoo-in.
Oh yeah, it would just be
Okay.
a shoo-in because it would just be all lies,
Another one would be just being interviewed for the job and going in like an asshole.
Yeah.
Trying to not get the job and see what places actually will still hire
Yes.
you. No matter how much of a dick you are, and just completely I don't remember the word.
Kevin would
I'm too
have to be like,
stupid.
well, I take a nap from 1 to 3 every day. I don't work weekends.
I don't work, period. So
I don't like to touch or be touched. I don't like handling money. I don't like talking to people on the phone.
Just it's not going to get into the register.
My communication skills are terrible.
how do you feel about side businesses in the back?
Yeah.
I can cook meth, but that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
I need a distributor, though. Because, again, not a people's person. So,
preferably someone young.
why do you want to work at Denny's?
Oh, I've heard that is a good meth place, is Denny's.
Is Denny's? Oh,
I've
okay.
heard that, because it doesn't close, right? Denny's doesn't close.
Denny's and IHOPs, I believe, are open 24 hours.
Yeah, the meth likes that. Doesn't sleep. Not
Meth
necessary.
likes that?
The meth industry,
Meth
the
likes
meth
that.
crowd, I guess they don't like to have hours put on them.
I
But
don't
okay,
know.
so you guys were talking about the shows, and I don't know if you have, but I've recently taken some Facebook quizzes to match me with what state I should live in. It put me in Rhode Island.
Okay.
I don't think that's fitting for me at all.
Have you ever been to Rhode Island?
No,
Then
and
you don't
that's-
know that.
But I don't feel like Facebook knows it either.
Oh, they could. Facebook knows you.
Well, they matched me with Kevin to be with someone, and they matched me with a man, not like be with. Well, who knows? And then for the woman, they matched me with my best friend. So that was kind of good.
Okay. I didn't know there was that one. where
I
you
think
can match
it's
your
like,
friends.
I'm sure it goes off like how many likes. And
Yeah.
you're like a
Yeah.
serial
That's all it
poster.
can go off of.
Right, exactly. But yeah, it puts me in Rhode Island with my two best friends. So, I mean, that's kind of good. I just don't know how I feel about Rhode Island.
Like MASH for adults?
Oh, yeah. I haven't played that
Your
in
face
so
lit up.
long.
You
That was
nerd.
the funnest game during
It
school.
put me in Rhode Island with my two best friends, a Lamborghini and a shack.
But I don't know. Everything else seems great except for Rhode Island.
Rhode Island's a nice city.
I've
Have you been there?
Been, but I want to judge it.
So small, you just drive
Oh, and
right
then
through.
what did it say? My past person was a pirate.
past life or something
Yeah,
was a
I was a
pirate.
pirate, which I thought was good too. So all good things.
Okay.
Must
pirates.
come to an
I think
end.
that has to be like a female thing because I don't know anybody who's really taken those quizzes, like male-wise.
Well, you have the
Not me.
option to share it or not. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure no one except
All the
girls
males.
are really sharing it.
Oh my God, we're matched. I'm like, shut up, mom.
Oh, my sister got my mom as her match, so
Like,
maybe
Oh.
it does.
everything.
I didn't get my mom didn't get me as a match either, and I was kind of like, you bitch. So
I think it's weird that you're friends with your mom on Facebook.
you're friends with my mom on Facebook.
Well, I'm not.
She must have unfriended
I'm not even.
you.
Yeah, she probably did.
I remember Kevin. I remember Kevin.
I got a friend request from my mom. I had to sit her down and just tell her where boundaries start.
Yeah.
Blocked her.
Like, Mom, you hear my
Blocked her
stand
out.
up and it's all right on you. You don't want to see the shit that I post about you. I love my parents.
He's only saying that 'cause
Big
they
supporters.
listen.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do.
At least they listen.
Back when we started this
My parents
podcast, when our only two listeners
wish
were my
they did.
parents, I was like, Kevin, my parents listen. Like, let's just, don't say cunt. He's like, fuck that. I say what I want. Now his parents listen. He's like, hey, let's
Yeah, we should really tone this down.
pull it back a little.
Oh, you guys are being a couple of cunts now.
Nah, they don't care.
I apologize to Kevin's parents.
I set the standard so low with my life. My parents are cool with
Anything?
anything.
That's good, yeah.
Is the only direction from
yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I tell everybody.
It's so weird because they're fans of my comedy. Like, not as my parents. They step themselves away and just, do we like this weird person as a comic? And they do. They like the material and stuff. And I'm like, I don't think I like that about you guys.
I think they just like that they don't have to support you anymore. So they're like,
Yeah,
love,
that's what-
love.
Maybe.
No, that's good though. Your parents actually support you on stuff because mine don't. I have like 7 fucking shows. They don't listen to any of them. The only time they do listen to like a live show is like random, and then they like my mom will text me like, "You shouldn't stay on."
That sucks.
That's the only thing I ever got.
I
Is
was like, "Are
Kevin says
you
fuck a lot."
serious?" And then it's like my dad. He would be like, "Yeah, I just listen to the show that I'm on." With
Oh.
you guys. And I edit you guys out when I listen to it. I fucking hate you. Merry Christmas.
My dad, so, like, it gets posted. This show gets posted Sundays at like 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So at like 4:30, my dad texts me in the morning. Pretty good show this week. What? What are you
still
doing? Go to
nighttime.
That's
bed.
dedicated, man. That's dedicated.
That is
man.
still nighttime.
Go to bed and then download it again.
He has like
so
an
we
addiction.
get more listens.
He gets an addiction to it, you know? It's like, I need it. I need
His
the
alarm
show.
goes off at 1. Like, "God, I got to download it. What's going on? I'm the biggest fan.
Yeah. He shows up at your show with that. Number one fan, son.
Standing out the window.
Number
like
one
it's the
fan.
like it's the goddamn Today Show.
Yeah.
Leave a foam finger.
He's in the back at one of your shows with a sign.
Got a foam finger.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a foam finger. I think
Everyone's
those are
all
so
like,
funny.
"Who's that guy?"
Kev's dad.
Yeah. So, all right. So, well, we at the end of the shows, I always say what comics are going to be in Phoenix.
Steven.
I'm always in Phoenix.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait, real quick. I forgot. Go ahead. I don't know. I was going to ask you a question about your comedy,
Oh.
but I forgot.
Okay.
I only had one beer.
Holy shit, Nancy! That was
Spring break.
the
Yeah.
absolute clueless I've ever seen you be. No, wait a second. I forgot. It was
Totally
a split
believed
second.
like I
You
was going to
forgot.
ask you something.
Yeah.
I know, I got excited.
Oh, now I remember. Have you been working on your material for your...
Yeah, it's funny because
So close.
I listened to your show and you mentioned how you're mentoring somebody.
Yeah.
And I actually had somebody who wanted me to get back into comedy, so I was like, okay. So I started working on a bunch of new material. I have still a bunch of old material that's no one's heard since I was started, but now he's kind of getting into it. So I've been like giving him like direction too, which is kind of funny. And I've been saying like, oh, you want to know how you want to know how you want to be on stage. You want to feel your presence. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, there's some people who will just stand there or they'll move around a bit. Or there's one guy that Eric was really just like, what's with this guy? It was a show we saw and he was just like inverted himself and stuff. And I'm like, I guess it's just a stick. It works
Yeah.
for him. He's very skinny, so he wants to be awkward, and that's the way he does it with the weird alien hands. So good for him.
Alien hands. You probably have some disorder.
No, I don't think so.
God.
I hope not. That I feel bad.
But that's just professionally speaking.
The doctor comes out. Yes, I'm sorry. You've been diagnosed with alien hands. Oh no! But yeah, people ask me. They're like, "Do you write any of your stuff down?" I'm like, I really don't, because usually when I write my stuff down, I never go over it again. So I just come up with topics that I want to talk about, and then I'll just kind of go, "Okay, this is what I want to talk about. This is where it goes." And then, because I told them, I was like, I usually try to fill out the room, because sometimes I'll say something and people are like, "Oh, this is, okay, I'm going to keep going with this," or I got to switch to a new topic. This isn't landing. So that's how that works. But yeah, I am working on a bunch of new stuff. So hopefully it works out. We'll see what happens. So if it doesn't, then everyone will be like, I thought you were funny.
I hope you're funny, because I think I bought tickets to that show on the 30th.
You fucking better have.
What do you mean? Those are the group tickets I
Fun.
bought.
Jesus Christ.
I got a Groupon
So,
for
all right.
some
So, March
tickets.
30th is the showcase, Stand Up Scottsdale, 7 o'clock. And everybody be there. And because it's actually going to be a fucking lot of fun. They're combining, instead of doing the 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock shows for the showcase, I think they're just combining both. So it's going to be 7:30. Don't show me the ticket. You're just a douche.
I use
There you go with that word again.
I won't prove it that you bought the tickets till you show up.
Yeah.
And I don't show up because it's a fun show.
I'm coming. I'm
Oh
excited.
no, yeah, we went and I had a blast.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
a cool show.
and I really like, because I haven't been to a comedy club in a while, and I really like their layout. I like how everything's set up, so it's fun.
It's a cool, like, it seats like, I don't know, 180 people maybe, but it's intimate. There's really not a bad seat there, but it's a cool
Oh,
like
yeah.
close feel. I like it a lot. So that's going down on the 30th, a couple weeks from now, 2 weeks actually, from this date when the show comes out. And coming up this coming weekend is going to be Tempe Improv has Ben Bailey from Cash Cab, right? Is that that dude?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that show.
Stand Up Live has John Witherspoon, who's the dad on Friday,
Oh,
right? The older guy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Talks about-
So stupid.
Okay.
Stand Up Scottsdale has Pete Dominic, who has a Sirius XM radio show on the Comedy Channel. He's really funny. And then at the Speak Easy Comedy Lounge, which I haven't been to yet, but I'm going next weekend for at least one of the shows. Jeff Dye and Brant Tobler will be there, and they're supposed to come on the podcast next week. So you never know, because the schedule is, I don't get anybody's hopes up, but Tobler has the fucking coolest stories you've ever heard in your life. And so fingers crossed that we
Right,
get everything to
so-
work out, but they've said they're coming on, so hopefully we see them
I hope
next
they
week.
come.
But they'll be at Speakeasy, so go out to see those shows because they're
Where's
fucking
Speakeasy?
hilarious. I think it's near Old Town.
Oh, okay, so it's here in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. So yeah, I don't have any more information than that. I should have looked it up.
That's
but
okay.
but just look at us, the Speakeasy Lounge. That's what it is.
Very nice.
So I'll be there next week. I'll also be at Stand Up Scottsdale, and I don't know. That's it for me.
Fine. I guess.
We still have to convince the rest of the crew to do their open mic night.
Yeah, man. We talked about it, and then just kind of let it go.
I'm not letting
who
it go.
Does Eric and
I
Matt
want
to do
Eric,
it?
Matt, and I thought you were going to do it.
I said I'd do it.
Okay. And then anybody else who thinks they want to get up and do it.
And what about your brothers?
Kyle, probably, I don't know.
Dude, the open mic night at Stand Up Scottsdale this past week was like 4 or 5 hours long.
Really?
Yeah, there was like 100 people that wanted to do it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So how do you get to make sure you get a spot? Do you just have to get there early?
Not even then. You got to hound the guys doing the show.
The guys who are in charge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you may not even get to go,
Well, you'll go.
but it'll be
You
at
gotta wait a while.
4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not 4 in the morning, but late, 11, 12 o'clock. Yeah, it depends.
Okay. And they
Yeah.
close it too?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's a bar.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're still going at that
That's why
club at
I'm
that
going.
time, dude, it's pretty fucking late. That's nobody's really going to be there to see you, but
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
That's when I'm going to go.
Yeah.
No one's there yet.
I'll be drunk and no one will be there. It's going to be the best show. I do my best work drunk alone in front of a microphone. So
Sounds like my first album.
Drunk and alone, doing my best work.
he listens to it on CD in his car.
If it wants to work.
That's why it doesn't work, because it's drunk. Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks, Steven.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, guys.
Hi, this is Jeff from the 12A Podcast. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this show, please make sure to check out more on 4eyeradio.com.